Good evening and welcome to the ITV News in London. Tonight's main stories. Pull out. Hello, I'm Charlene White. Boris Johnson says the UK should get ready to quit Europe. The mayor believes that leaving the European Union could be a shot in the arm for British democracy. He declares that the country should be prepared to walk away if a renegotiation on our terms of membership fails to get results. Here's our political correspondent, Simon Harris. So, Simon, the mayor was busy today because he was also bidding for more financial power, isn't he?
Yes, almost a year ago, the mayor set up a finance commission to take a wide-ranging look at all aspects of the London economy. And it's due to report next week, but there's been a leak. It seems he wants the power to raise, among other things, property taxes and tourism taxes. And one person who thinks he's absolutely right is the former mayor, his predecessor, the former Labour mayor, Ken Livingstone. Boris Johnson says London needs stable and continuous funding to invest in infrastructure and housing. But the Treasury is going to take a lot of convincing. We should know precisely what the mayor's demanding next Wednesday.
OK, Simon, thanks very much. Well, while the mayor tries to build London's financial muscle, there's been a blow to the economy in the southeast. A court's heard that the man accused of murdering schoolgirl Tia Sharp told a prison officer that her death was an accident and insisted, "I'm not like Ian Huntley." Stuart Hazel is on trial at the Old Bailey, charged with killing the 12-year-old in New Addington in August last year. He denies murder. Piers Hopkirk reports.
Stuart Hazel denies murder. The case continues. Piers Hopkirk, ITV News at the Old Bailey.
Two 15-year-old boys who killed a partially sighted pensioner while mugging her for her handbag have been ordered to be detained for 6 years. Police have released a photograph showing the terrible burns caused by an acid attack on a woman in Romford. Could Islington Council owe you a refund for your parking fine? The council has had £30 million worth of parking fines called into question after one driver appealed against the ticket they'd been given. Next, could Britain's skinniest home be in East London? It's barely 2 metres wide and has been built in between two houses in Leighton, where a garage used to stand. But there are big questions about whether or not it's actually legal, as Ria Chatterjee now reports. Why would a father wish his 6-year-old son had cancer? And why would he then take out an advert in a newspaper to make sure as many people as possible got the message? But Alex, it's a very provocative statement that was made in this advert. Is it something you honestly believe, or was it more of a shrewd advertising?
After them. Nowadays, 70% of childhood cancers are curable. Unfortunately for Duchenne, that's not the case. It's still 100% fatal in every case. There's no good news stories about it, unfortunately. Yeah,
well, I mean, what kind of reaction have you been getting from people regarding this campaign?
It's been overwhelmingly positive so far, which has been humbling, actually. I didn't sleep an awful lot on Tuesday night and last night as the adverts were going out.
Is it the reason that you did it so that more people understand what this is about, more people are aware of what it is that Harrison is going through?
Absolutely. It's not talked about, Duchenne. It's kind of a forgotten disease.
OK, well, Alex, thanks very much for joining us. We are watching the ITV News in London. Still to come. There are now less than 4 days left to make bids for this year's People's Millions. Grants of up to £50,000 are available for good causes. We've had plenty of interest so far, but the deadline for applications is fast approaching. It's midday on Monday. Here are the details about who can apply and how. And those details about how to apply are also on our website. Of course, that's itv.com/London. Chelsea are preparing for yet another European final in the space of 12 months. 6 days from now, they take on Benfica in the final of the Europa League in Amsterdam. They'll do so after failing to make certain of Champions League football next season. Victory over Spurs last night would have clinched it. Instead, they drew. According to cancer research, as many as 30,000 young Londoners aged between 11 and 15 will start smoking this year. Two teenagers from Bexley Heath feel so strongly about the health risks that they're taking their own personal initiative into schools. They're doing it with the help of Fixers, the campaign that helps young people make a difference, and some puppets with attitude. Well, to find out more about Michelle and Dominic's campaign and about Fixers, visit the website fixers.org.uk. When you're on a long train journey, are you able to find the buffet car by yourself, or do you need someone to tell you? Well, rail journeys often start with an announcement giving details of the service, but First Great Western has now decided to reduce the number of tannoy messages after it discovered passengers just didn't bother listening. Mike Pearce went to Paddington Station to find out more. Well, the ITV News continues with the national and international stories at 6:30. Here's a look at what's happening with Alistair Stewart. OK, let's take a look at how the weather's shaping out. Will this wind continue? Here's Martin. And finally, finding killers who used the war to mask their crimes. Murder on the Home Front, an ITV drama starting tonight, charts the hunt for a serial killer during the Blitz. It's based on fact, using the memoirs of London-born Molly Lefebvre. She was secretary to a wartime Home Office pathologist, sometimes described as a father of modern forensics. More now from Lucrezia Millerini. And the first part of Murder on the Home Front is tonight. It starts at 6 o'clock here on ITV. That's 9 o'clock even. OK, that's all from the London team for now. But we're back with the latest after ITV News at 10. Now it's time to join Alistair Stewart and Mary Nightingale for the national and international news.